That's what we're talking about. Beautiful views here. Welcome to Dan's on the Street. I'm Dan. I'm exploring the whole world city by city as seen through Google Maps and Google Street View. And today I'm back in Mexico on the Pacific coast here, visiting the city of Mazatlan. I'm excited to check this out. Pretty good sized city. Around 500,000 people live here. Resort town now, big fishing town. Lots to see, lots to explore. I won't see too much of it, but I'll try to get a little sense of this place. Let's just drop down onto a random street over here. See what we find. Okay, we are on the ground here. Nice bright sunny day here. Not too many people out and about right now. Just starting to take this in. Plenty of trees all around. Pretty lush. Store here. Coca-Cola. They're here, of course. Some palms. Looking very pretty. Coke machine there as well. I've only been in Mexico on this tour a couple times. I'll have to keep coming back. There's so much to see. Wow. That girl is excited about closets. Interesting. Let's take a left here. Lots of residents in this part of town. Plenty of little shops as well here. Oh yeah. I guess it's mostly shops, less residents maybe in this part of town. People working on their car back there. A little busier over here. Some traffic out. We'll move down this way a little while. Yeah, big time tourist city. I heard it's really coming back too. It was like a big tourist city in the 40s and 50s and 60s. And then things kind of tapered off for whatever reason, variety of reasons. And it's been making a bit of a comeback here. Lots of money being spent upgrading a lot of its features and systems. Lots of great eating in here. I'm sure there's wonderful fish you could get here, all kinds of delicious seafood. That's definitely something I would do if I was here. Looks like a lot of car fixing going on through here. Pretty tight streets. Not terrifically busy, but certainly plenty of people out and about in their cars, walking around. Sidewalks everywhere. Always like seeing that. Some people on scooters. Very colorful. Lots of color everywhere you look. Even some actual rainbows around if you can spot them. But people are embracing the sort of that tropical look. The greens and blues. Reds and oranges. Even in their pickup truck. That's fun. Great old vehicle there. People have been living in this region going back many centuries, maybe even thousands of years. But it was mainly just a small indigenous settlement for a long time. A funeral place there. Interesting. It must be probably near a graveyard then. Those usually aren't too far from each other. Some guys out working there. This looks a little more residential back in here. A little bit. Plenty of storefronts here though. Definitely business district. This van is being taken over by this tree here. Good shade. That's what you want to work over, or work underneath. Looks pretty warm and hot here. Yeah, definitely. Alright, let's pop up a little bit. Really well mapped here. Can orbit around. Oh, there's a graveyard. As I said, I suspected we were near one. Let's see. Let's get north side up. Starting to get a little sense of this place. Let's move over here to this part of town. Down by, there's a big famous lighthouse down here. Don't worry, we'll check that out. Let's go down another street. Similar vibe here, maybe a little nicer. Like this wide street here. Very pretty. Ferry this way. Yeah, as I was saying, it's history. So basically, it was a small place, and the Spanish arrived in 1531 and established a small settlement here. It was pretty quickly abandoned, I read, but basically, as they were exploring around and checking out this part of the world, they'd kind of mark a spot, I think, claim it as theirs, and rather quickly move on. This is really pretty in here. Wow. Very nice. Love this hillside back up there. Oh yeah, I like that a lot. We're on Playa Hermosa. Oh, looks like can we take a right here? I feel like we're off-roading here a little bit. Hey, that works. Yeah, this is really nice in here. Goodness, look at these homes in here. Very pretty. Really nice residences. Everything kind of fenced in. Still keeping the colorful look. A little more muted maybe than that other part of town we were in, but still some nice pastels. Like it. Got to get down here someday. Yeah, I read, so it was kind of abandoned. Again, people were living here. Probably a really quiet place. Maybe just at most a few hundred or 1,000 people here for a long while. There was a few Spanish captains who came back through a few decades later. The region kind of changed jurisdiction a lot, it seemed like, from what I was reading, as the whole area was being developed, the whole region, really. So it sort of changed ownership, but there wasn't really not too many people living here, really, for a long while. This old road here. Cobblestone style. Street. Some work going on in there, maybe. Pouring some concrete. Not too many people out. It must be really warm. Warm time of day. A little playground there. Nice old VW here. Classic. Definitely a mixture of vehicles, but I'm seeing a large number of kind of 90s vehicles. A lot of old American made. Some Japanese, but seeing lots of 90s like Fords and that kind of thing. Nissan maybe. Lovely views out here though. Just taking in that sky and looks very attractive. Let us get down to some of the really attractive stuff maybe and go along this beach drive. This is what everyone's coming down here for, let's be honest. If you're visiting, oh yeah, that's what we're talking about. Beautiful views here. Oh my goodness. Yes. Get off your phone, this is too beautiful. Just kidding. This is ridiculously pretty down here. I love the sight. Super pretty. Waves crashing out here. This distant hill up here with these houses just kind of stuck into the rocks. People out on balconies taking in the sunset. Looks like a deer there. I read that the name Mazatlan comes from the word deer, or like land of deer or something. That's what I read. So there must have been a lot of deer back in the day. And hey, maybe still today. All kinds of wonderful, a little bit touristy kind of places, but certainly places you'd step in here, get some shrimp, get a drink. Oh yeah, that looks great. Let's Guy's out here changing a light bulb, it looks like. Interesting. These homes are really sticking out there up on this hill. Look at that. Tad precarious. What an epic sight of this statue there. Not sure who that represents. Oh, another cool one down here. This almost looks like a mermaid, but I don't think it is. Oh yeah, no. Something about that looked mermaid-like. Oh wow, look at this. Kind of wild-looking head there. Huh. Not sure what that figure represents. Quite the rock face here to our right. Wonder if rocks ever tumbled down there. Ooh, wow. Some sort of devil's cave there. I don't know about that. It appears closed. Diablo. Hey, I know a Spanish word there. Selling some classic hats here. And some modern ones. Beautiful views out. I love these little islands out there. Maybe we'll try to check those out a little bit later here. So pretty here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I get why people come down here. Great views out of the water. Up there, I'm sure. Now back to its history. So it slowly grew, and oh, neat statue here. Oh, that's so cool. Those dolphins. Is this guy like chasing them or something? I read they're really known for big game fishing down here. Love to go for a long ride up this whole Pacific coast here. Carnival. Yeah, they have a big carnival here every year. Something like 600,000 people come out for that. That would be a fun time. Maybe, I don't know if I'd visit during that, but I guess it'd be neat to see. Oh yeah, look at this. Climb out here, get on those rocks, take an epic selfie there. You gotta do it, you gotta do it. New place going in here. Probably a hotel, maybe a condo. See if we can jump back in time here a little bit. We're looking at 2019. We can go back 10 years. Obviously it's gone, as you'd expect. Here's the world 11 years ago. Oh, there, maybe that's what's coming. A few things changed. Yeah, that building behind there kind of showed up, finished. Yeah, love seeing that. Anyways, back to its history. It slowly grew. They established a city council here back in 1813. Like, I guess all Spanish or all Mexican cities with over 1,000 people, they established city councils, so this qualified for that. I'm not sure by what margin, but they got in. And at that point, then there was a kind of series of international powers tried to fight for this region. This is a neat old place. Needs a little help. Pretty cool though. Very cool. Or it certainly was back in the day. Yeah, so in 1846, there was the Mexican-American War, and during that, the U.S. military actually came down, I think, the western coast and took the city, captured it, and I don't know a whole lot about that war. That's something I should read more about. But yeah, I read a little bit in reading about the city. Very complicated story. But interesting. And then at some point then, a few years later, the British actually blockaded the port in 1859. And then the French took the city in 1864. Their ships arrived right here in the bay, and apparently they fired several cannon shots into the city, and they surrendered. Whoa. Pretty cool there. I bet that's from some festival or something, maybe. Day and night. Something like that. Some cool places going up. Look at this. They're building here, building there. Definitely developing this as a serious destination. This looks really nice. Brand new going in there. I don't want to leave this drive. This is just so pretty, right? Just pristine. You can tell which way the wind blows here. Look at all the way. All these palms are bent out this way. Wind definitely comes in from the ocean. Eventually, though, the city and region was returned to Mexico. Kind of unusual little thing there. I've seen a couple of those. This looks super touristy and popular. But again, can't knock it. I'd probably go in there. That looks really nice. I feel like everybody is sort of turned off by tourists and just the sight of tons of tourists. But then we all participate in it when we show up at these places. We all got to go, see the Mona Lisa, whatever. Just can't help ourselves. But when you're not in that crowd, it's easy to harsh on it. This is really neat here. Pretty wild. Fountain or something. Oh yeah. Another interesting mask there. Something from, I guess, their history. Splash pad here. Fun for the kids. Again, not out right now. We'll finally take a right turn here off that beautiful drive. My goodness, how pretty was that? One of the prettier long stretches I've gone down on this tour, I think. Could just cruise along there for miles. A little hill up here. Ooh, tacos. $7. Yes. Got a steep hill here. Gotta work our way up it a little bit. Getting back into the hills here. Well, I have your attention. If you'd like to support me in some way, please subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up. And if you really want to support me, join my Patreon page. $3 a month. I got bonus tours there. Bonus content. And got several tours up already. I'll keep posting them. I'd appreciate it. But short of that, definitely, it never hurts to subscribe. Maybe I'll visit some more cities you like ahead. And always suggest places you want me to go in the comments. I'll add them to my list. And hey, maybe I'll get there someday. Great old VW bus here. Look at that cutie. Oh my. That would be such a fun way to cruise through this city. It seems like to me. Although, I don't know if those things had AC. Maybe it wouldn't be such a fun way to cruise through the city. This is fun in here. Look at this place. Nice. Let's pop up. I'm totally just lost in here. That's usually how I spend my time on Google. When I'm not recording, I'll just wander down streets. I want to check out this lighthouse. So there's this neat lighthouse down here that's super old. You can actually see it here a little bit. Not a great rendering of it, but sort of impressive. I'm sure we got some pictures there. Oh yeah. There we go. Oh, there it is. All kinds of telecommunication towers here. This thing's old. It dates back to 1879. And it's super bright. It's still operating today. They have a 1,000-watt bulb up in there with a special French-built lens in it I was reading about. Or at least it used to have this lens. It made it visible out to 60 kilometers. Look at the ship out there. Beautiful view of everything here. Some cactuses, cacti. Very cool. Great that it's still operating. Love these rocks down in here. Be great to just hike all around these parts. Maybe let's hike a little bit ourselves. Yeah, it looks like you can't drive up there. Seemingly. Just gotta take a hike. Take a jog. Yeah, it'd be a great place. Beautiful view of everything. Look at the wonderful terrain out here. Goodness, all the ships in the harbor. Distant hills. $1 million homes, probably some of these. Really nice ones. Wow, lots to explore here. If you come to town, don't get stuck just visiting the, cafes near your hotel. Really got to get out there. There's plenty to see and do here. Oh, yeah. Take a boat tour all around, I'm sure. Looks like a water purification plant there. Beautiful light coming in. Oh, what a nice trip down that little hill there. Definitely something I would do in person if I got to town. Goat Hill, more hiking out here. Look at that. Whoa, that is steep. Very cool. I was reading some cliff divers dive off some of these hills out in here. These cliffs. I don't think I'd do that, but, it's cool they're doing it. Let's go down another street up, somewhere up here. All right. Roundabout here. Let's see what artwork they put in their roundabout. Oh, nice dolphins. All right. I like that. Everyone's got to put an art piece in their roundabout. That's a trend I've noticed on these tours. I'd give that one 5 stars. But I have come across some, not in this city, but elsewhere, not as many stars. That's a good one, though. I like these dolphins. Tons of motorcycles all around. That'd be a really fun way to zoom around, I am sure. All just beautiful weather here. I'm sure they have plenty of rainy days, but I'm seeing nothing but sun here. Kind of out on a main road here now. Back to its history. So then, another war that I don't know a whole lot about, but I was reading about today a bit, was the Mexican Revolution, which took place between 1910 and 1920, and was super transformational for their country. And the city, of course, got involved in it. Big store over there, looks like a grocery store maybe, Soriana. Just standard living out here. Oh, okay, we're gonna take a detour up that bridge. Oh, we left it. All right, that was kind of fun. Let's pop up again. This is just traffic, scenes of traffic. You get it, that kind of thing. All right, let's see. Not sure how far up this we got. Let's look up in here. This looks like super resort town. Ooh, look at some of these homes here. Well, some of these hotels and homes. Some bigger buildings. I guess it's mostly hotels in this part of town. Very nice. Terenza. Looks like this is where most people stay. Right, kind of clustered along the ocean. I don't blame them. It's probably where I'd stay if I'm being honest. You want those views. You wanna see that sun setting out there, rising behind you over the city. Anyways, the city got involved in that war. I had struggled to kind of fully follow what its involvement entailed, but at some point, the Mexican government was actually fighting against the city, and kind of interestingly, a weird claim to fame is the city is the second aerially bombed city in the world. So airplanes were used to attack a city for only the second time. So this would have been pre-World War I. I guess the first city was Tripoli, but apparently the governor or something got a biplane to fly over and drop a kind of handmade bomb of nails and gunpowder on the city. And yeah, weird claim to fame, but I'm glad somebody noted it because I find that interesting, even if it's a bit tragic. Out on some rocks here, yeah. Very beautiful. You can almost hear that water. I wish you could upload little video clips to Google. You know, if you can upload stills like this, seems like you could upload little video clips. Oh, up in a drone here. Beautiful. People out in the water. Pretty clear water. Look at that. You can see those rocks. I'd definitely get out in there. Nice. Boats up here. Great view back of the city. Very nice. Alright, a couple more places. I'm going to have to call it a day. I've really enjoyed this. I know we haven't seen too much. Let's check out this island here. One of these kind of neat islands. If you can get a boat out here, looks like you can actually hike up all around. This is neat. Look at these flowers here. Great view back of the skyline there. Again, not a ton of, it doesn't look like Miami or something, but it's definitely a growing number of large hotel buildings, resorts, that kind of thing. This is so cool. Definitely wear pants in here, I feel like. Some of this brush looks pretty rough. How cool is this, though? Love it. Boy, it'd be great to climb all the way to the top. Eat some food. Definitely. Now we're out in a boat here. This would be a really fun way to tour the city, I think. Probably doesn't cost a tremendous amount of money to rent, take a boat tour. That'd be really fun. Get out in the water. Maybe they could pause and let you jump out for a minute. Maybe. Boy, I am ready for the summer, I tell you what. This is making me painfully miss it. That was so nice out there. Let's see, just go down another drive. I'd like to get a little bit of everything. Little views of here and there. Estetica Patty. just taking this all in. A little more rural out here. Not as many sidewalks, that kind of thing. But still every bit as colorful. Great views of these hillsides in here. People just chilling in the back of the truck there. Just taking it easy. Not as much pavement here too. Very nice. Let's see, anything else I wanted to glance at this aquarium. I read they have the largest aquarium in all of Mexico. Really good size aquarium. Definitely type of place I'd check out, I'm sure. Another kind of wild statue here. More dolphins. We can actually go inside. Pretty neat. Looks like this is also being worked on right now too. Pouring some new concrete maybe. Wow, we can actually just go through the park here. Alright, you get it. You know, it's an aquarium. I'm sure a fun place to bring your family if you come down here. Cool. Alright. One more place. Alright, one more. Yeah, I know I've said that already maybe. But this time I mean it. Let's see. Maybe out here. Oh yeah, this is gonna do it for a trip. This is great, lovely views, so much to explore. It's not like a one spot city, a one site. There's just a lot to get around, and there's lots of like crevices and twists and turns in this whole shoreline. It takes a while to see all of it. All these little rocks out here. Boy. And tremendous fishing. If you like to fish, come here. I read that old classic film stars used to come down here and fish, like John Wayne, Gary Cooper came down here in the 60s, went fishing. So if you're into that kind of thing, you might want to check out Mazatlan. For now though, I'm going to add to my map. If there's some other good cities in Mexico you think I'd enjoy, do let me know. And I will try to get there someday. I'll certainly be back at some point coming up, I promise. For now though, there it is on my map. Oh yeah, not too far from, Cabo. I read you can take a ferry over there. Alright, if you enjoyed this, check out some of my other tours, been all around the world. Till next time.